Here's exactly how I did. I had 5 coaches and turned them into 7-figure business owners. So before just getting in straight into the video, before you say anything, I'm just going to show you some proof. So basically, here's one that we did for $10 million. Here's another one that we did for a client this year in 3.16 million. Here's another one that shows $1 million. Another one that shows 500,000. Another one that shows 3.4 million, and one that we have actually scaled to 15 million for the past 2 years as well. These are countless clients, results that work in my agency or as a consulting clients and more. I can't actually tell you exactly what business they are or who they are specifically because of NDAs. But yeah, I have been in the industry for close to over 5 years, and I've done many different clients in around the world. And basically, just to let you guys know, I'm not full of shit. I've collectively worked with 30 plus education clients in the space with paid advertising, so Facebook ads, YouTube ads before, and so you just know that I'm not bluffing you guys, and this is totally real. So the reason why it's crucial for you guys to watch this video today is very, very simple, right? Coaching and consulting space is kind of changing in a lot of ways. Gone are the days of ad costs being like low, right? You can't run an ad to a VSL or a webinar, automated one, and hope to get 3, 4, 5x returns. Right now, you'll be happy if you can get a 2 to 3x return, and you'll be smiling if you can get like that return any single day, because you know that a lot of people are complaining that ad costs are getting more expensive, CPLs are getting higher, cost per acquisitions are getting way higher. It's actually harder for you guys to actually get high return on ad spend. And no matter what type of ads you run, you try many different creatives, you try many different stuff, you change your agency, it doesn't matter, you're still getting very high cost per lead. So it's not really the agency or the marketer's fault, it's actually the market that's changing as more and more competitors are entering into this space, and also more and more crappy products and gurus are coming to this space. It's kind of harming the reputation of the online coaching space as well. Right, you're seeing big companies who you thought were like kings of running paid ads to get traffic getting destroyed and decimated by Facebook and YouTube ad costs. And in the end, all they got was razor thin margins and also the headaches, right? Behind all the scenes of art, such 7 and 8 figure companies lies the stressful founder, unsure if he's able to meet the payroll of his company, right? Unless they are able to close more clients. They are basically running in a hamster wheel trying to actually close more clients to kind of feed the company, even though they're like 10, 20, 30 million in revenue. And that's essentially not what you build up a coaching company or build your business as an entrepreneur that you sought after. You sought after freedom, you sought after this, and this is basically not the ideal life that you want. So you know that spending more money on ads to continue this hamster wheel isn't the only way out. It's basically like going to the gym. So you know those gym bros who like to lift more and heavier weights every single time they hit like their PRs, but they don't get stronger after a certain point, and they hit like literally a ceiling. Right? And the same thing goes for your business as well. You spend more and more money on ads until you hit what I call an advertising bottleneck. Basically, the more you spend, you get diminishing returns and your margins become razor thin, and it's not going to be profitable for you at all to spend more money. So I'm going to share with you exactly how you can break past that bottleneck for you and your business. So a little bit more about myself. My name is Bryan. So far, I've been in industry for at least 5 over years. Before I joined this industry, I graduated and gotten myself a physiotherapy degree. Didn't really enjoy what I was doing back then, and thought to myself, if I don't take this risk to get into entrepreneurship, I will never start doing it. So I took my first leap of faith by starting an agency with a friend, which actually went very badly. And we were serving local business clients at that point of time, and I didn't exactly know what exactly I was doing. So I founded my second agency, which a few other partners, which grew over 7 figures in revenue per year. We had over 30 million in client results from education business to small or medium business, and all the way to e-commerce as well. So that was a very big success. However, I wasn't really fulfilled. I want to actually do more for my clients besides just running ads, and understand from a fundamental point of view how to really grow and scale the business in a sustainable and high profit margin manner. So I left to become a fractional CMO in an education company, a trading education company, and I took it from below 1 million all the way to 3 to 5 million year on year right now. So we had over 30 to 50% growth every single year, and I'm proud to say that I contributed a lot and actually led the growth of this company. So I learned a lot of servicing and coaching and consulting clients as well in the past few years in various industries, from health, personal development, dating, relationships, financials, make money online, biz op. I learned that getting to 1 million per year as a coaching or consulting business is actually very simple. It's not as difficult as everybody said it is. It's not that you need to spend a lot of money, right? You need to spend a bit of money, not a lot. And to get to that stage is one of the stepping stones to an 8 or 9 figure business if you want to grow to there. However, you need to build the foundations right as get to 7 figures first. And once you build the foundation right, when you try to scale even beyond 7 figures, it is easier that way. And I've seen many of my counterparts say that, and I also many of my counterparts fail at that as well. So I can be able to tell you exact steps to get you to 7 figures. Right, so I already took more than 5 clients over 7 figures per year, and this is exactly the process how. So old versus new, right? The old way was exactly this, right? You need to hire a new ad agency to solve your paid advertising problem. So you think that is a paid advertising problem, your cost per lead gets higher and higher. You try out a new ad agency, you fire your old one, you hire a new one, and then that might or may not really solve your problem, right? They may get the exact same cost per lead and conversions. So you basically didn't solve your real problem. The second thing is you try to spend more money on ads. So you realize that maybe you're not getting enough leads flow, or like even quality lead flow, or even you're not spending enough to actually get back more money. You spend more money, and the more you spend, you realize the lesser you get. Right? This is a very common phenomenon. And the last one is you try lower cost per lead through a new funnel or a new strategy on a new platform. So there's so many new things that you can do. There's shiny object syndrome all around. And you try that new strategy that a new guru have kind of pitched to you. And what happens is that you realize you're starting from zero most of the time, and you still need to figure everything out from scratch. And maybe 1 year after down the road, the new strategy has become the same situation as your old strategy. Cost per leads are rising, people are not biting on their offer as much, people are not buying and biting your hand raisers, or even your webinars, your VSLs, or even your workshop funnels anymore. And you might be wondering, is it I need to change a new angle? Is it I need to create new creatives? Is it all these problems? No, it's the fundamentals unset. So every agency you hire doesn't seem to understand how to help your business properly. The more you spend, seems like the less you got back. Margins always seems to be razor thin. Feels like you're creating a business to really pay your employees rather than to create a business of freedom for yourself. And starting a new strategy always restarts your business from scratch and puts you into a drought season. What it means is that you get 0 clients from then and try to get new clients from the new strategy, and you restart the hamster wheel over and over again. And it might take you 1 month, 3 months, 5 months, 6 months, or even a year to get to the same level that you were before, and you might regret just starting that new strategy altogether. So the new way is very simple. You realize that you reach an advertising bottleneck, which you can solve easily. You focus on revenue per client, not cost per lead. You focus on creating and optimizing your scalable offer. You focus on improving your conversion through evergreen assets. You focus on creating advertising systems for scale, and inevitably you get to 1 million per year without bloat, without spending on over hiring and ads, and lastly without burning yourself out. So the myths are the only way to scale is to spend more money on ads, and that's not true. And the only way to scale is to charge lower to get more people in so you can sell them more stuff. That is not true as well. The only way to scale is to create more complex funnels, so that, or like all the gurus say, you need this to there, and then you draw like a freaking flow chart to map out your customer journeys to very complex methods. You don't need that. The only way to scale is to really replace your agency with a better one to get lower cost per lead. So the North Star isn't lower cost per lead, is revenue per client. And the only way to scale is to hire more people to fulfill your irresistible offer. So what do I mean is that you might create an offer so irresistible that you do every single thing for your client, and you charge them like $30,000. But what you realize is that you yourself can only serve 5, and then you need to hire people to help you to serve that another 5, another 5, another 5, and it just becomes like freaking chaotic in your business. And you need to manage people, you need to manage client results. It becomes like you're running an agency. It's not like a coaching business anymore. And if you run an agency before, you know that to get to 1, 2, 3 million is much harder, and I don't advise you to do so. The last one is the only way to scale is to use the newest and trendiest funnel strategy, which isn't true. There are people who scale up to 100 million through a webinar, through a VSL, through a low ticket funnel, through a workshop funnel, through a challenge funnel. Doesn't matter what it is, you can scale it. So how do we get clear on what do you actually need to do to scale? Reality is very simple. Following my process, we actually follow through this 4-step method. First, we find out hidden profits in your business. We create more conversions for your business, and in the end, we try to help you to actually really scale your business through top of funnel strategies. So step 1, this is the pie chart. So we create hidden profits in your business. Right? We analyze, before we do anything, we want to analyze where we can improve the business for ads. Based on the data, we analyze hidden profits in a business. So typically speaking, I can get anywhere from 100,000 to 500,000 worth of hidden profits in your business just by studying the data, understanding how your business runs, giving you opportunities that you can easily activate in your business right now in the next like 5 minutes, right? Specifically, after talking to me, you'll be able to actually have actionable steps to instantly go about and do these steps without changing much in your business, without increasing ad spend, and instantly you can get instant cash flow in your business, right? Instant more revenue as well with with nothing changing in your acquisition strategy. So there are always opportunities which lies in the data. So after working and consulting with so many online business, I actually found a lot of opportunities we can easily just tap into just by looking at data. After studying data, we actually help you create that. So it's basically just economics in general. What do I mean is that we focus on pricing strategies, we focus on upsells and downsells, we focus on alternative sources of revenue for you. At the very start, this will be what we will do. For example, if your price is too low, we'll advise you to actually increase. If you're doing annual pricing, you're doing monthly pricing, you can actually play around to actually get more cash flow for your business so that you are able to run ads sustainably. Second thing is we upsells and downsells. So typically this will be either a mastermind offer, or when you're selling something on your webinar, we have an upsell attached behind your main core offer. And all these kind of products and services that you can actually attach behind your main core products will actually increase your revenue easily by 30 to 50% as well. And the last one is alternative sources of revenue, which most course and coaching people don't really tap into. So what I mean is that you can either have affiliates inside deals, you can have software deals, you can create joint ventures with other people as well. And this will be where we actually will activate anywhere from $100,000 to $500,000 worth of profits for your business instantly. So step 3 is we will improve sales and funnels conversions. So we implement follow-up systems, which is specific nuances that I have created years of actually doing it, lengthening certain sales cycles after your webinar, after your VSL, after your workshop, or even after your challenge funnels for people actually on the fence, and improving the main consumption of the main funnel. So what do I mean by improving consumption is whatever you're selling, there's always a certain portion of people who don't consume. So basically your VSL, your webinar, they don't even attend. So how do we actually increase? Let's just say 50% don't even attend. How do we get the 50% to consume? That is where the beauty lies. If you can get half of the 50% to consume, you think you can increase your conversions just by doing that? You can basically do that, right? The other part will be conversion rate optimization, where we optimize your closing, your checkout pages, and your opt-in percentage. So all these are areas of growth, and this can be done through various CRO strategies with certain A/B testing software. And every single month, you want to be testing something at least, so that you can lift your cost. You can decrease your cost per lead, you can decrease your cost per acquisition, lift your revenue, lift all these numbers as much as possible. The last one will be packaging your offer, right? So some of you might have offers that are unscalable in nature, and you might just be feeling burnout just trying to fulfill them. So we try to analyze how you're packaging your offer and repackage it so that it's scalable, even though the value might be exactly the same, right? But the fulfillment is slightly different. There's always ways that you can kind of package it so that people will want to buy at the same price, even though you technically are spending less time. So step number 4 is we improve content to conversion. So most of people after webinar, after VSL, after consuming anything from your ads, right, and your funnels, the first thing they will do is to search for you online. And if you have nothing online, or just bad people saying you're a scam, bad reviews, basically, or from competitors or whatnot trying to bring your reputation down, you won't have conversions much on a webinar as well. So what we kind of do is to increase omnipresence around your brand, and we focus on longer term relationships and businesses by launching evergreen type emails and also content. Typically all we need to do is to be top of mind. So if they don't buy, you be top of mind. If they search for you, you be top of mind. And obviously you want positive things to be on top of mind. So besides this, most of the time for email people, you don't want to be hard selling your emails. So what we do is something very, very specific, is that we soft sell in every single email, but we still give value as well. We adopt like a newsletter like content structure and create email consistently while also self-selling them into your main program. So essentially that is the key. And email itself has generated anywhere from 50 to 100% more revenue for my clients just by tapping onto this. You can email them once a week, you can email them once a day, depending on your frequency, your resources, and if you have a copywriter or if you are a copywriter yourself. And now with AI, you can actually definitely increase the output. Content, the type of content you kind of create is conversion-based content and not the content that you might be thinking of. So stop purely making content for the sake of content. So don't dance on TikTok, don't create trends, don't do all this kind of stupid shit that I see everybody else doing just because it's trendy. You want to create content that converts, not content that makes you look like a fool and try to go viral. That's not the point. So you want to understand your clients' objections and their dreams and create content based on that, right? So create content, your process, your case studies, your objections, their dreams, their outcome, the lifestyle that they want to live. And basically this is content that you create that when people consume them, when people search for you, and see them, inevitably they will convert through a period of time. And the next logical thing that happens is they buy. So if you watch 1, 2, 3 hours of my content, what happens? And that is the next logical thing. So you want to create that process for yourself as well. So the last part is option number 5. So we improve the cost per attention. What I mean is that we decrease the cost per attention and break through the advertising bottleneck. As you realize, more and more attention equals more money. And if the cost of advertising rise, you spend more and more money. So indefinitely, your cost per attention actually rise. So how do we improve it? So usually people focus on this as the first part of the equation for most businesses, like in the coaching space, which I disagree highly on. Because if you have product market fit already, you shouldn't be focusing on this first. You should be focusing on how do I get maximum revenue per client as much as possible based on my step 1, 2, and 3. And then from there, how do I get more conversion? How do I get more scalable offers? How do I package it to fulfill to more people? And then I try. And then I focus on scaling the ads. Because if you are making money already, you can make more money without changing any single thing. And that's what the goal is for this program. So we improve the cost per attention and break through the advertising bottleneck. If you try to brute force to get lower cost per lead or lower cost per appointment or cost per sale, how far can you really get it reduced by? I'll just give you an example. If you're getting 3x return on ad spend, but your cost per lead is $50, if you want another agency to give you $25, that is 100% decrease in your current cost per lead. Unless you're doing something fundamentally wrong in your ads and your funnels and everything, it is almost impossible for someone to beat your current ad cost per lead. So trying to do that is like betting on a near impossible task. Unless you know fundamentally something is wrong, don't do that, because you might just screw up your whole funnel most of the time. If a new agency come in, they don't know how your business is being run. If you can reduce it by 10, 20, 30%, I think that's great. But 50 to 100%, I think is very, very, very difficult unless it's something very, very obvious. Based on the data, we already solve obvious issues and actually help you increase your margins, increase your revenue, increase your profits. So which is why we focus on scale, fundamentals in scale, in especially ads. So after buying more times by finding hidden profits for you, we actually reduce the cost per attention through these 3 methods. So we create a very simple system to test more ads. Most of the time, people are just not testing enough. And if you are at 6 figures a year right now, I'm very, very sure that you're not testing enough. You're not even testing maybe 3 ads a week or even 1 ad a week or 1 ad a month. You might be just running it, the same ad for the past 6 months, and just hoping that it will give you the right cost per lead and also give you cost per sale as well. And in the end, you might reach a stage whereby you feel that everything is going downhill just because you never test enough. So we create a KPI media buying structure for your agency or marketer so that they adhere to it, they report to you based on it, and you get a clearer idea on what's the next step if the data tells you otherwise. We also share with you exactly how to read data. So what if cost per lead drops? What if cost CTR drops? All this mumbo jumbo in the ad account settings and data that you might not actually have seen at all and just pass to somebody else to do. You need to understand it in a fundamental level. You do not need to do the technical things, but you need to understand it and what story that it tells you. What story does it tell you? That is very, very. And last is we can decide together at a point of time to build other streams of position. We want to create a new funnel strategy, and this is the time when you do it. If everything is outlined, the foundation is all there, the pillars are all created, this is the time where you can create new strategy that complements your current strategy. I'm not asking you to replace it, I'm asking you to complement. For example, if you create a webinar funnel, you want to create a lead magnet funnel that leads to the webinar that is complementary to whatever you're doing. Do not replace the webinar funnel with a lead magnet, with a new VSL. No, you want to create complementary assets that can help you create more leads, more opportunities, more attention at lower cost as well. Be it you do a low ticket funnel, you do a lead magnet funnel, you create YouTube channel to create organic source of traffic, doesn't matter. You want to be complementary to your main acquisition channel or your funnel. So in long term, the longer term is that even when the market changes, even when it gets more expensive, you are not really getting disrupted as much as you might thought your competitors are getting. Right? So I've seen companies I work with are never getting disrupted because of this strategy. Right? So we actually implement every step 1 to all the way to step 5 to really create like a moat, to create that defensive foundation and create that pillars to scale a business to at least 7 figures. Right? So I hope you've gotten some value out today. So basically there's 3 options today after hearing everything. You can ignore everything I said and I lay out after spending over 7 figures in ads, generating over 30 million for my clients and going through so many different niches and industries. And for me, consulting, doing service and running ads for people, I've seen all sorts of environment, market changes, and even what happening to people and your problems that you are currently facing. You can ignore all of that and just think I'm right. Whatever I say today, you can just throw it away. Or Or you can take this model and figure out how to do it yourself. Basically, you can figure out step 1 all the way to step 5, everything by yourself, going through YouTube, searching for all the data, asking your friends, and you can do that. Or last is to really join my consulting program. Clear Growth Mastermind is a consulting program. It's my flagship consulting program where I personally work with my clients one-on-one. So it's not like it's a group coaching, nothing like that. I work with your business one-on-one. We create a custom plan to figure out exactly where your hidden profits are and go through step 1 to 5, create more money instantly for your business, and provide you the foundations to scale to 7 figures, right? We can fast track every single thing I'm doing for myself, my clients, at least to 100K plus a single month. So who is this for? This is only for you if you sell a high ticket product, right? Anywhere from $1,000 to $30,000. Use a call funnel, a webinar funnel, a workshop funnel, or low ticket funnel. You're currently stuck in a 6-figure a year revenue with a 10 to 40% margin and wants to get to 1 million a year with at least 50% margins, right? You feel trapped thinking everything your business requires you to execute. Your return on ad spend seems to get lower every single time you spend more. You can't seem to really take a day off, because if you do, your business might just crumble apart. And this is for you if you're the kind of person who thinks about a big picture, right? You want to care about your reputation online, you actually care for your clients, really want to see your clients do very well. You get things done quickly without really complaining. You're easy to get along, definitely not a jerk. You can take a joke sometimes and half love for me to actually help you push to where you can be, your potential is. You play nice with a lot of people and actually can bring something really valuable and cool to the table. The mastermind, you know there is no overnight success and you need to put in hard work. You don't whine, make a big deal and complain about stuff. And you love what you do, you aim to be better always. You want to make more money doing it, and you want to help a bunch of people and have fun doing it. If this is you, this program is for you. So the primary goal is to maximize your current business margins and revenue through hidden profits, to optimize your marketing funnel and conversion rate, to create your nurturing system, to create your scaling system, to build a lean and leverage program that gets results for your client, produces a great positive word of mouth for you so that one client becomes 2 or more, and we will layer in necessary systems, automations for you to reduce your workload. So the core deliverables are, you actually get the Clear Growth Roadmap of 7-figure roadmap responsible for over 30 million in sales. You get unlimited one-on-one with me. So I really mean unlimited, as long as you require help from me to actually bring you the clarity, bring you where you need to be, even actually give you advice on certain things you do. We build everything together with me, with my experience and my guidance. You have one-on-one direct Slack channel with me for personalized support. And last but not least, you have access to my network of heavy hitters.